Today, I am talking about something really profound and amazing. I want you to stay tuned with me, and I will talk with you about 5 important steps of building maybe a church or a company. All right, so if you have an enterprise or you want to start up a business, this is a very good thing for you, or you want to start up a church. Now, when Jesus said that, I go about doing my father's business, I considered even a ministry as a business, a kingdom business. So here are my 5 most important points. So my number one on my list, which I have for you, is if you want to start up that great company, you want to start up that great business, and you also want to start up that great church. Now, every of these things has some principles. Now, the first of my list, which I'm going to be talking about, is micromanaging. Micromanagement. You are the owner or you are the founder of that ministry. You get that vision from God to start that particular company, or to start that particular vision, or to start that particular ministry. Now you have started. The main thing was just to start, right? So you got the things done, you got the paperwork, you got also even the chairs, the hall, and every other thing. You get it, all right? Maybe from your past savings, or maybe contributions from some people. Now that was easy to start with. Now, when you start having people come to you, when you start having maybe let's say 50, for example, you have 50 people, allocate resources. No matter how small you think those people are, if, for example, you start micromanaging everything, those people will feel like they are not involved. Those people will feel like they don't get the vision. And if they don't trust or feel like they are involved, firstly, they will think of leaving. So micromanaging is very essential when you're starting up a business. But one thing that will make you to grow or want to expand is when you relent or you remove micromanaging from your vocabulary or from your business. Now, you might tend to get comfortable. Micromanaging at the first point is good. Now, you tend to oversee everything. You tend to oversee your finances. You tend to every other department. It's a very good thing. But this will grow your ministry in a certain level. But micromanaging will never expand your business. It will never expand your ministry. One thing that will happen is you get comfortable micromanaging, and you will not see when this work needs to be expanded, or you need to hand over to someone to handle that particular department or to handle that particular thing. Micromanaging is good, but it comes a time where you cannot live from micromanaging 50 people. Might be easy, but once as the ministry start growing to 51, 52, 53, you need to let people handle several departments. Have a departmental head where you share the business, you share the vision among people that you consider are like your employees or those that are your partners. It's very important that take people as partners, not employees. All right? Okay, I'm gonna get to it. Take people in your establishment, in your ministry as partners is very important. When you see people as partners, it makes them also feel like they are part of that ministry, they are part of that business, especially those that you want to give responsibilities to. Always give responsibility. Now, what will make you have 50 members, or what has made you have 100 members? Let me say, for example, you have done micromanaging and it has gotten you this far. All right, that can only stop there. You wonder why you have been only stagnant for a very long time? That is the reason. You have been micromanaging everything. You have been doing everything by yourself. Now, when you start micromanaging at a certain point, it starts diminishing. when you don't grow, it's just stagnant. You are actually diminishing. You are not making progress. Now, that is my number one. I'm just going to overemphasize on this because it's very important. Allocating resources. Now, when you allocate resources to other people, the thing is, you as the visionary, you as the owner, have the ability to rethink and see how you can push the business forward. But if you are ahead or concentrating on every other thing, when you have time to really think about the business, how it's going to go forward, how you're going to do other how you're going to forecast the future, how things are, how do you attack other things coming from there, how do you try to make your business compete with that of the world. And every day the world is changing and things are advancing. So you as the founder should have that mind. You should concentrate on how to see how the management can go forward, what you can do, how you can do other things for it to grow. So that is very important. That's why I'm overemphasizing on micromanagement, that don't micromanage your business. In the beginning it's good, but after a while it's a very, very wrong thing. All right, so that's my number one. My number two is never stop listening to your members. It's very important. You're called into ministry, you start a ministry. Never stop listening to your members, because it's your members that will actually be able to coordinate what message you have to talk to them. Because the truth is, if you have a bunch of people coming to your church or coming to your ministry and you don't listen to them, you keep preaching, you feel like you're preaching powerful, you're giving revelation, but they are not learning anything, they are not changing. So the most important thing you should do is listen to your members, listen to how they receive the message, listen to how they are practicing the message, listen to how their lives are changing. You will never stop listening. That 5 people or that 100 people God has given to you, you have the assignment to listen to them. Now, many a times we get a point where we say, no, we are very busy, answering calls, answering messages, doing all of other things. Now, one thing I'll tell you is make a counseling session where there is a date where you give for everybody that can come to talk to you. Maybe you're a family man. You need to have time for your family as well. So know how to better manage your time is a very important aspect here. You need to set out time where you give a counseling session for the members, where you counsel each and every one of them, listen to them, see how they're growing. Now, counseling will help you to understand if your message, that's one-on-one counseling with your members. It will help you to understand if your message you have been preaching every day is impacting their life, they are changing. Now, when they start asking you some questions, start repeating the same thing in counseling session, you know that your messages you have been preaching has been actually impacting, or your messages which you have been preaching have not been impacting at all. So this is very, very important. Have time to listen to them. You must bring them in. You must have a time where you give them message. You must have a time where you talk to them one-on-one. I don't mean, when I say listen to them, I don't mean every time they send you a message, you reply on WhatsApp, on calls. You have to reply to them on emergencies, but there should be time where they come for counseling, when they come to table all their complaints, they table all their worries. So in that way, you'll be able to understand what they need and what also your message should be focused on. Number 3 is focus on the benefits of salvation, not on the members. It's very, very important. Focus on the benefits of salvation. What is your message impacting in the life of your people, in the life of your members? Are they changing? Are they changing? Not the fact that you have so many people coming in. All right. So miracles will happen. All right. It's very important that we know that miracles it's part of our Christendom. It's something which has been given to every man. To prophesy, this is the last time, this is the last days, we have been given the ability to prophesy. So people don't just come to your church for prophecy. If you are focusing only on prophecy, you're missing the mark. You're really missing the mark. That is my number 4. Focus on the growth of the people. Focus on the growth of the people. Now, one thing I will make you to understand is growth is gradual. Focus on that 5 members. Let them grow and become like Jesus. Let them grow and become like Jesus. If you have a business, I'll tell you, focus on your profits and not the revenue. Revenue says you might be having sales, but you don't have profits. All right, so that's another way. So in another light of the church, focus on the growth of the people. Jesus had 12 disciples. Those that carried the message forth. Throughout his entire life, he raised just 12 people. So throughout your whole big church, you have thousands of people coming to your church. Focus on that 5 people that can get the vision, that can get the ministry, that can get what God has put inside of you, that can catch the spirit of that commission, that can flow and become change. If you have 50 people being like that, amazing, amazing, glory to God. The miracles, the blessing, the testimony, it's good. All of those things are good. It encourages people. But all right, so my last point is don't stop learning. Don't stop learning. If you are a businessman, you are handling a ministry, you should always learn. Go for conferences. You as the CEO, you as the founder, you should go for conferences. You should meet with other pastors. You learn from their experience, learn from their failures. It's very important that not only reading the Bible is sufficient for you, not only you praying and waiting on God to talk to you. It's very important that you connect outside. You make network. You have network of pastors, network of business owners, and you get to understand truly what are their challenges, how they handled it. It's very, very important. It's so important. You don't stop learning. You don't say, I've overlearned enough. Even you as an individual, you need to learn. You need to learn. You go back to those books. You go back to those things and make reviews. It's very important. It's very important. So that's it for today. I have those 5 points to give to you. Until I see you next week, have a blessed week. Thank you so much.